Hello everybody, welcome to another new week of trading, being the 26th to 30th of January 2015. Actually the very last week in this first trading month for the year of 2015. We are going to be looking into a few pairs where we will be deciding those directional biases that we will be concentrating for this trading week. Okay. All right, last trading week we expect some volatility in the charts as the monthly candles will be signing off their signatures of the charts. So momentum is expected, some little volatility we are going to be observing. Okay. All right, let's get going with those pairs in the charts. First, and as usual, is the euro against the American dollar. This is the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, price kept crashing. All right, we have seen price from last year crashing to the downside without giving us any entry at all in this pair. Whenever we do not have entry in any price behavior, we simply do not want to trade that pair. Okay, trading the forex market is all about searching for potential trading opportunities. When your trading system does not give you any signal to take any trade, then you have no reason whatsoever to jump on board in that trade. Otherwise you will get your fingers burnt. Okay. All right, so in the case of the euro against the American dollar, weekly time frame, we do not still have any signal to get into this pair. Therefore we are not taking any trade in this pair. Okay. Daily time frame, what do we have on the daily time frame of the euro against the American dollar? Price is still absolutely bearish, very bearish here. We have seen that push to the downside without any entry indeed. Possible price behavior that we expect is a pullback to this level of support. All right, we got that little bounce there, price went back up with this momentum breakout candles of that level of former support. Next price action we want to see is a pullback, and any possible reversal here will be a valid trading opportunity for us. Okay, but at the moment we do not have that signal yet, so we will keep following this pair until we have that trading signal in the daily time frame. Okay. All right, let's push this one aside. Still bearish, and we have no entry yet, so we are not taking any trade there. The sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. This is the daily time frame. Remember, last week we reviewed this pair, and indeed price has broken above that area that we were talking about in the daily time frame. Well, that could be better seen in the daily time frame, but on the weekly time frame, price is just around the previous swing high of that weekly level of resistance right here. Okay, let's go to the daily time frame, and let me share our experience with you. Daily time frame, our experience with this pair is that at any rate there will be a potential trading opportunity at this junction of the chart. Okay, there will be a trading opportunity. It can happen, all right, I repeat, it can happen to the upside, it can also happen to the downside. Okay, that is our key level of support, this particular junction here, this point of confluence. We'll be waiting for price to make some retracement up to that level of confluence before we want to begin to read specific price behavior based on those candlestick pattern that we will be seeing for us to decide which direction to trade. Okay, so this is a level we want to keep our eyes on. Once the price hits that level, we'll be looking for specific price behavior for us to decide which direction to trade. That means in this pair, the sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar for this week, I will be looking into this chart on daily basis, and I will be analyzing this pair and telling you what direction we have chosen. Okay, if we get a bounce at this particular level with any of those reversal candles, either a pin bar, we will be taking our long entry right there on the sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. Again, another price pattern you might want to see is a break of that level. All right, price closing at that point, then a pullback right there, that will be another fantastic trading opportunity to the downside. This is beginning to happen, and we are also beginning to consider such trading opportunities. Okay. All right, folks, just keep your fingers crossed here. Let price hit the wires, then we will decide what to trade. At any rate, I can confidently tell you that we will have some profitable trading opportunity at this junction of the chart. Okay. All right, let's push that one aside. Look into another pair, the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. An absolutely bearish pair here at the moment. This pair is really bearish, and the next point to be hit is this line here, that is the monthly level of support. This is the next target for this pair. This pair is absolutely bearish. Okay, price is pushing to the downside. How do we intend to jump on board as long-term traders? Well, that level of resistance is in the daily time frame. Let's see that time frame. Daily time frame, Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. See what happens. Price came down, support, went back up, support there again, then massive breakout candle of that level that was acting as support. Okay, fantastic price reading action here. Price action reading. Let me just zoom in this chart for you to see. All right, so what do we need to do? We need to wait for price to simply pull back, retesting that line, and we will have another massive fall again to the downside in this pair. Okay, so you want to wait around this red line. That is where you want to wait. Okay, wait for price to make that pullback. Hitting that point, from there on we will be coming back down on the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. All right, let's push that one aside and wait for price to make that retracement. Next pair is the euro against the sterling pounds. This is the weekly time frame. Absolutely bearish pair here. Remember, we said that in our last weekly market reviews, and we have seen price pushing to the downside. Price will still hit this monthly level of support, so we are still absolutely bearish here. Okay, we are still looking for short opportunities on the euro against the sterling pounds, preferably at this particular level. If you connect all of these counter trend line behavior, counter trend line bounces here, you will see that that is where we want to go short. Let's see that clearly on the daily time frame. Daily time frame, euro against the sterling pounds. Let me zoom out this chart, all right, for you to see again. See what we have. These are bounces. Okay, if you connect all of those bounces, you will see that we have that level acting consistently as a level of support, and right now that level has been broken out. Okay, then zoom in this chart. Okay, let me just bring it further for you to see. All right, so this is our trade plan on the daily time frame of the euro against the sterling pound. If price is able to pull back up, retesting that junction of the chart, this line that has been acting as support may now act as resistance for us to come back down. Okay, so this is where we'll be waiting for price to hit. Pull back to that point, we'll be coming back down again. All right. Okay, enough of that. Let's move on to the next pair, New Zealand dollar versus the American dollar. This is the weekly time frame. Price has broken below our key level of a former support. Right now we are waiting for pullback to retest that area before we want to look for short entry. The reason why we have chosen that level as a former level of support is based on the daily time frame kind of price behavior. See what we got. Formerly we got price giving us more of a channel. Okay, that was a channel. Price was swinging up and down, then price left that channel to now give us an area of a kind of a rectangle. All right, see that box there giving us a box with that swinging up and down. Okay, so next time once price gives us that pullback to this area here, that is where we want to look for short entries on the New Zealand dollar versus the American dollar. All right, so let's wait for that pullback. Price is still bearish. Once that pullback happens, we will be comfortable searching for short entries. All right, next pair and the last pair in this review is the Australian dollar versus the Canadian dollar. One fantastic setup for this week. This is our only long-term setup that we are gonna be following for this week. Weekly time frame, support right there, now resistance. Again, price came to retest it. See what we have. That is a fake breakout candle, a standard fake breakout candle. Okay, this is a nicer and a valid setup indeed. So we are going to be placing our sell stop order for conservative traders. Place your sell stop order few pips below that inverted pin bar. Your stop loss should come somewhere around in here. Okay, that should be your stop loss. Now you can see the distance, all right, from your entry to your stop loss. This is a wide value. Okay, that means you want to reduce your lot size. All right, you want to reduce your lot size, risking not more than 3% of your account in this trade. Okay. All right, on the other hand, the very way I will be looking to take this trade is the more aggressive way. I will be waiting for price to pull back up there to this area. Let me just write that figure out, the 0.99197 level. Once price is able to push up to that point, I will be clicking on my sell button, all right, or I will be placing a sell limit order at that particular level, and my stop loss will be somewhere around in here. Okay, that is my plan for this trade as an aggressive trader based on this setup. Once price is able to make that pullback to that level, this level here, I will be clicking on my sell button or placing my sell limit order right there for a short opportunity on the Australian dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Okay, all right, this is a valid long-term trade, and we are going to be taking our order on this. All right, this is basically all in this review. I hope you enjoy it. If you have questions or contributions whatsoever, post them in the forum. Tell us what you know, and we can discuss those setups together. It is only when we share ideas based on what we see in the charts that we can remain on top of the market. Sometimes it pays even better once you take your long-term positions. Just check back history, check back some of those long-term reviews that we have been making. You will see that eventually at the end of the month, at the end of the week, sorry about that, price had always maintained those directions that we have been reviewing. Okay, so once you take your long-term trade, you close your eyes and let that trade run until the end of the week, and you will always be seeing that the price will go your way. All right, folks, thanks for watching this video. I will be talking to you in the next weekly market reviews. Cheers and bye bye.